Why is it always Anthony Taylor in the middle of refereeing controversies? Why is it always him? It's happened before in the Premier League this past season. It's happened again in the Euros with that handball not given to Germany when the ball struck Kukureya's hand when he was down by his side, albeit out a little bit, but still down by his side. Now, from a day ago, it says UEFA has explained controversial decision that prompted huge petition for Euro 2024 clash to be replayed. They had 30,000 signatures to have Germany versus Spain replayed, if you believe it or not. Now, what had happened? Well, we had obviously the handball incident that wasn't given. So Germany thought they should have been awarded a penalty when Jamal Muslia's strike hit Marc Cucurella's hand, which you see in the thumbnail. Cucurella's hand was by inside, but it blocked Musiala's goal-bound effort, sparking appeals. Germans' penalty appeals. However, they waved away by Anthony Taylor as they're set to make a decision over the Premier League ref, which we'll look at in a second here. But it says Taylor's verdict, as I turn up my brightness here, should have done it beforehand, was supported by Stuart Atwell, who was on VAR duty for the quarterfinal match. Decision not to award a penalty for Germany angered people as they launched a petition calling for the game to be replayed. Well, you know damn well that that's not going to happen. Ain't no chance that is happening. European football's governing body, though, had explained its decision not to award a penalty as Roberto Rossetti, UEFA's head of referees, provided an explanation showing a clip of the ball hitting the defender's arm from a shot on goal, but the arm in a vertical position close to the body, like the incident in Germany versus Spain. That's what happened there. Not every touch of an arm, hand is a penalty. We want to consider the movement of the players, biomechanical movements. You know, it's a clear situation. This is never a penalty. I mean, when you've seen certain penalties given that are dubious, and then you see this this not given, you think to yourself, maybe this is more of a penalty than the others. I mean, hands by side, clearly hits his hand, and it's if you're running as well, you're running in just the normal motion, your hand hits the ball. That's going to be given a handball, even if it's in a natural motion. So I don't know why this wasn't given. I know they just explained it, but I still don't exactly know why. And there's the incident there. There's the shot. There's his handball by his side. I mean, it's not exactly by his side. It's out wide, so you know that is close to your arm. Whereas that there on Cucurella's left hand, I don't know about that. There you go. The Germans launched a petition calling for the match to be replayed. Felt that their side should have been awarded a penalty. It wasn't. And we know what happened. Spain ended up scoring and winning that game 2-1. And then Germany were knocked out. So what happens now? Well, you have a curious case of who's going to referee the final. Who's going to referee the final of the Euros? It says UEFA is set to make a decision over Anthony Taylor after Hughes' petition demanding Euro 2024 replay gathers pace. And it says here, English referee Anthony Taylor looks set to miss out on officiating the final of Euro 24 after following a controversial call in his previous match. We just went over it. Now we already know that. Refused to give a handball. We already know that. They went on to win. We already know that. It says here, UEFA is unlikely to take such an action with the petition. The controversy surrounding the match has seemingly harmed Taylor's chances of taking charge in the final. It's not the first time he's done this. If we recall, he did this to Liverpool as well. I did a video about it. It was one of those videos I thought it's going to be, it's a bit freaky. It's an Inception type of thing. I thought it was going to be one of those videos where I'm just going to speak about something and it's just going to disappear. No one's going to care about it. It's going to be whatever. End up getting 20,000 views, which I'm quite happy about. 250 likes, 1 dislike. So, 249 plus my one, because why not big myself up? 20,000 views. Who would have thought from just something I just wanted to point out. But the incident, Cody Gakpo, there was Areola picked up the ball for West Ham, and then there was no whistle for a foul. So Areola played the ball forward. Gakpo went out to attack it and, was about to pop it in the back of the net. And Areola put his hand up and say, hey, what's going on? Anthony Taylor then blew the whistle for Cody Gakpo. And then he told him to go down. I'll link it down below if you want to check this out for yourselves. It's pretty 6.5 minute condensed video there. Nice hat. Same hat, by the way. Nice to see the, not much has changed. Hey, yeah, that's what you do. Branding. So yeah, not the first time that has happened for Anthony Taylor. But now when you see, this happening, or over here, the different link here. You know what the situation is. It's going to be a bit of a interesting one here. And he says here, reports now that he has returned to England. So said the Daily Mail. So Anthony Taylor went back to England because he had a shithousery in the Euros, with Italy's Daniele Orsato favorite to referee the match. Orsato saw England's victory over Switzerland, is now in the frame for the showpiece event, with Poland's Simon Marciniak, referee the 2022 World Cup final, also being considered. Taylor's departure from Germany is also said to be down to the slim likelihood he would be chosen for the Berlin final due to England's involvement in the last four, of course. If that is the case, yeah, it's a bit weird to have an English refereeing a final where England are involved. So even if it was a non-England final, if it was Spain and Netherlands, let's say, still, it would not be Anthony Taylor, right? That's just what it is there. And of course, UEFA gave its backing to Taylor after the Spain game with the handball, with that backed up with Stuart Atwell and all that sort of shit, blah, 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 blah. So one man's actions are actually a little bit, how you say, consequential, refereeing-wise at least. And then there was also something else that was said on, I think it was on Twitter. I can't remember if it was on Twitter or if it was on the gram where I saw it, as I'm just searching offline just now, because there was something that was said. Here we go. Found that on the gram. It was on the gram here before I go to, did I have something on Twitter here as I'm just looking real quickly regarding referees? Nah, they were just arguing over whether the refereeing decision was correct or not. Anyways, let's check this out here. So, Jude Bellingham from Football Joe. UEFA have controversially appointed Felix Zweier as referee for England versus Holland despite his previous match fixing and history with Jude Bellingham. Back in 2021, during his time at Dortmund, Bellingham gave a post-match interview effectively calling out the German FA for appointing Felix Zweier for the biggest game in Germany, despite his previous history with match fixing. His criticism came after Zweier awarded Bayern Munich a controversial penalty for handball, resulting in a 3-2 defeat for the English midfielder. Zweier was banned from football for 6 months back in 2005 due to his involvement in a huge scandal where he accepted a £253 what do you call it? Bloody hell. Got a mental blank. Bribe from ref Robert Heuser while working as a linesman to help him fix a second division match. One comment here. Why do we keep appointing refs with questionable history for some of the biggest games in the world? Anthony Taylor, Michael Oliver, Zweier, I don't get it. I'm sure there are enough other talented refs. Yeah, and Jan Argefortoft, who you see on ESPN a lot, he says, I'm not sure what UEFA are thinking by putting Zweier at the England game. Back in 2021, Bellingham told me this after the game and was fined 40,000 euros by German officials. And you can see the quote there. Bellingham said, you give a referee that has match fixed before the biggest game in Germany, what do you expect? Because they did go out in shady circumstances. But look, that's referees in football today. If it's not shit, it's corrupt. If it's not corrupt, it's shit. Where are we going to get the likes of Pierluigi Collina's anymore? Yeah, those days are dead and gone. If we could have Pierluigi Collina cloned or something like that, that would be ideal, but we don't, unfortunately. So Anthony Taylor had a nightmare. Some reckon he did, some reckon he didn't. I think he had a bit of a nightmare and he got sent packing, and now that might be the end of him for the Euros, because if England are involved even in the final, his chances of refereeing that match are now pretty much dead and buried because of his own mishaps with that handball call. So there you have it. English referees, eh? Gotta love them.
End the stream, Dave! End the stream! End it, blood! End it